4 years for the majority of them. When they come in as freshmen, they don't have a clue. They leave the first day of band camp whether thrilled or, dear Lord, get me away from this man. And then the metamorphosis starts. And they begin to get it. And they begin to fall in love with the students that are around them. And great things start happening. And life-changing experiences start happening. And it's a wonderful thing for them. And we get to this time when it's such an honor to bring great notoriety to them. Every student, it's a big deal that they're seniors. It's a big deal that they're seniors in this band. So, each student is given, of course, their senior award, and a gift that the Band Boosters has bought for them that they better be proud of, because I'm sure I'm excited about it, and I think they're going to love it. They don't get to open it up until we all do it at the same time over here at this thing. So, but I do want the seniors to understand this. You see these little name tags on front? Yes. Those weren't bought. These, each one, are different and have been handmade by Susan for you. So don't rip these things off and throw them in the trash when you go out. Parents, make sure, okay, because they start out as just white cards, and she has stained them, colored them, put the stamp on it, and made it like the whole business, okay? And she did them last night and the night before last. She spent great pains, and she was excited about it. So the girls will take care of them, grab them from the boys before they lose them. All right. A wonderful young man. Absolutely, I'll tell you what. This guy just crawls up inside you. I want you to say, awarded in thanks with great appreciation to senior members for their great dedication and service to the County High School of Red Richmond. That's on each senior award. Okay? We are so glad to bring forward a young man that has absolutely done so much for us and that this band adores. James Ball, come up here and get this senior award, please. Great swimmer there. I went and watched him swim one time, and I tell you, when everybody else is on the last lap and they're tired, he's like a freight train, saying, "Get out of the way because the big boy's coming through." It is such an inspiration to watch him swim. He made state this year. Didn't he qualify for state though? That's what I thought. Yes, sir. We got a swim coach right here. Next person, boy, we adore this guy too. Says has been in band all 4 years. I don't think there's a more gentle, wonderful person. And let me tell you something, parents. You make sure that once they get these gifts and they open them up, this will all make sense. Okay? I don't want to say anything else. Just go. If I say it, I'll give it away. So I'll just shut up. But anyway, the next senior award goes to a young man that just is always helpful, has turned into such a great player. This year, he's been a good player for a long time. They all, East Jazz, which is a big deal, and the whole business, Mr. Shane Wright. We've got to have mamas. Every band's got to have, at least in my band, we've got to have mamas. People who take care of the young. People who are so kind and gentle and know how to make sure that their socks are right, that their shoes are on right, that the uniform's tucked in right, that their cummerbund's on right. We've got to have mamas. We've got to have the sweet ones that are back there when we're on the back line and the freshmen are running around hysterical. Come here, son. Come here. It's going to be okay. Do you see these two lines? They're 5 yards apart. They've been 5 yards apart all week. They're not any different now. It's going to be all right. This young lady is a perfect example of that. Has been the sweetest thing, worked with everyone, and is a very good player. Kelsey Franklin. is the first one to go through from Cosby that has been in Bangkok County for all 4 years. We started way back trying to get these guys in, and he has been here the whole time. We had to run him down one time when he was a freshman in the parking lot because he was leaving because we hurt his feelings. Okay? And we went and grabbed him, and his mother was wonderful. We said, come back in this room, it's going to be okay. He laughs about it now and everything. In fact, he's one of the greatest ones we have for going and talking to the young ones because he says, hey guys, it's going to be all right. You know, I ran off my first day, and I'm still here 4 years later. But that's Zach Sisk, and we're so proud of you. Our story's great. A senior award and a special award awarded annually for leadership, dedication, and commitment characteristics of the Red Regiment student conductor. This year's drum major award and senior award, of course, goes to Whitney LaFawn. And this young lady is also a salutatorian. Yes, it's a salutatorian. And of course, she was the soloist. How would you like to have 3 flute players to sit at the top of your band and play the way those guys play? Emily Eisenhower will understand this story. 3 years ago, I guess it was, might be more. We were on the threshold of having a great band. We had a couple of kids that just absolutely were not going to come to practice and do the things that had to be done. And so they disappeared on us, of course, after everything, after we already had the show ready. And I said, guys, you can't tell me out of 1,200 people that we can't find somebody to come in here and plug these holes. We are not going to have holes in this show. And Emily goes, Mr. Mason, I know somebody. I've had a cousin or somebody. He's a cousin. I said, what is one? Has moved into town. She's moved into town. Real nice guy. He'll come up here and fill this up. And I said, well, are you sure we'll really do it? She says, I'll make sure he does it. I'll give you rides and everything. It'll be okay. Well, buddy, she wasn't kidding. He came up about 1 week after he'd been here, passed out on us. I said, somebody grab the horn. Bless his heart, he just got so overheated. That's the last time he ever took a spill. Never again. He looked at me and said, Mr. Mason, I'm going to learn how to play this thing because at that time, Josh Raystraw was an all-state baritone player, and he was playing baritone, and he said, I won't get that good. I'm going to do this. And he set out to do it, and I'm telling you, if he hadn't gotten sick, he got terribly sick on the trial game, this young man would have made all-state East and probably sat in the red or the green. So everybody knows who it is now but y'all. But this year's Hustle Award awarded to the individual who displays steadfast commitment to achieve regardless of obstacles or difficulty or coming in late or not knowing anything about band when somebody said, go up there and fill that hole. And now he's one of our greatest players, and that is nobody but Kyle Copeland. The Servanthood Award, awarded to the individual who displays steadfast commitment to putting the needs of the Red Regiment and its members first. Now, there's a lot of reasons why I could give this person an award. But I'm going to tell you something. It didn't matter what I ever asked him to do. It didn't matter how long he had to stay. It didn't matter who he had to do, how many times he had to redo the equipment truck. If I asked him, I want you to take the river, run it down to the gym, and come back 16 times, it did not matter. He'd smile and say, whatever you need, Mr. Mason. What an angel. What an absolute angel. And if there's ever been anybody that deserved it, he deserved it. Also a member of All-State East Jazz for 2 years, and was the guy that really turned our percussion section in the right direction. This year's Servanthood Award goes to Brandon Denton. I can begin to tell you.